It's Marks from the Disciples here, and I just wanted to go through the deck I used this past weekend in the EU Remote Duel Invitational 2, and like why I played the cards I played. So here it goes. So like for the hand trap lineup, I played 3 Gamma, 3 Nibiru, 2 Draw, 1 Lancia. These two should be like obvious. Gamma's probably like the best hand trap. Going second as it can negate and destroy, and Nibiru as well. The low impact hand traps like Vela, Imperm, Ash, they don't really do much because you're usually negating something that was free anyway, so you just neg. At least these cards destroy and negate, so they at least put you at value. Like going second, yeah, like those hand traps don't do much first. The Dragon Link deck going second, like even if you draw it, like it's not gonna stop him. At least this way, like going second is bad, but at least this we can at least like resolve this and hope and pray. Like the weird ones are 2 Draw, 1 Lancia. So initially it was 3 Draw, just because Draw is very good against Dinos and Dragon Link, and yeah, it was 3 because I only side in 3 cards when going first, but I changed it from 3 draws to 2 draws, 1 Lancia because in like the event Remote Duel, I would pass stop 8 if I knew they were playing Dinos. When going first, I could do the play where like I summon Brotor, target Herald, search Lancia, or I could summon Union Carrier, equipped Lancia to it, have Seal, and in their turn Seal bounce Lancia, and then shotgun Lancia, and like your board's pretty much not getting broken if you Lancia them. And if you don't Lancia against Dinos, the Buster Link does nothing. So this just helps a lot. And you would know if they're playing Dinos as well, if they let you start. Like I probably would take the risk and then do the Lancia play. And that way you just punish them. The rest of the deck is like engine cards. So apart from hand traps, like every other card I played was like useful to the engine except but yeah. So just Absol. I play Ravine, so I like Ravine as well. Yeah. Broto for the combo, Levineer for the combo, these two for the combo. 3 Noctos, like I think it's just a very good card when chain blocking, and yeah, chain block and extender. I think it's just really good. I usually side out of this Dino as it's pretty bad as it doesn't really do much as they can turn around and say it. 3 Safer, 3 Black Metal, Red MD. This is a Tracer as well. I borrowed a lot of cards and I didn't have the second Tracer, Recharger and Synchron. So like when going through the engine cards, it's not more so why I play these cards, it's more so why I didn't play the other cards. So the only cards I wanted to play were cards that were part of the engine, or really good, just very good cards by themselves, like this is a +1, this starts the combo by itself, this starts the combo by itself. I didn't want to play the Rose Dragons as like they increase your deck size, so like I don't think right now when the format's so defined, it's pretty much defined. There's only 1 or 2 decks that you need to worry about. So you want to keep your deck small, so you see your main deck hand traps that you like these hand traps are going to be good 90% of the time, unlike before, whereas like you could have had different matchups, so you didn't know what hand traps you wanted to draw, and like you need to see your side deck cards, as if you don't see your going second cards versus the Buster like in the mirror, yeah, you lose. So I wanted to keep the deck as small as possible, and so I didn't play those cards, the Rose Dragons. I also didn't play Violent Cube for similar reasons. When going first, you don't really need to look at their hand. Yeah, like you don't get much value into looking at their hand, and if everyone's playing hand traps, so if you even get to the point where you can resolve Fiber, Link Cross, and be able to synchro the Herald and look at the hand, you're pretty much winning that game anyways. So yeah, that was it for like the main engine cards. And like these two were just proxies for Dragoon E, Divine Lance, and then Dragoon E Phalanx. They're just 2 cards I didn't own, and I gave them back. And then 3 Chaos Space, sick card. 3 Bold Legacy Guard Dragon. This just helps you play through hand traps by itself. It brings back a dragon and it moves the arrow. These 2 are 3 quick launches. Then again, I gave them back already. Reborn, 1 for 1, Ravine, Boot Sector. The only card I thought about playing was Emergency Teleport, as that card by itself lets you play through Droll and Lockbird, because it gets you Fiber, and Fiber is combo, and it gets you a level 2 tuner that you can special summon back with Marcher. And they were the spells. Gonna go through. Extract that was 3 Striker Dragon. So I like 2 Striker Dragon you need it for the combo. The third one was for like I think it's one of the best cards after like there's like 14 cards that you need for the deck, and this is like the extra flex spot. So it's more so you summon it. If your board got broken, or like if you just summon the card back, you pop itself, add back recharger, and you can go recharge to discard, especially on red MD special something else, and then you've kind of like restart. It can help you come back from there. And then the rest of the cards are just like everyone, like they're very standard. Free Sword Dragon, LP, Carrier, Marcher, Linkross, Romulus, Seal, Fiber, Savage, Pisty. These two cards are Herald and Buster Dragon, Buster Link 2. And yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's playing those exact same cards. Like every extra is going to be like the same 14 cards. The side deck was the free triple tactics, because I wanted like something to go first, and like I feel like if you resolve this card going first, it's so strong, and everyone's playing so many monster hand traps post side that it just becomes really like useful. I just needed cards to take out in weird matchups as well. Free Ash, because like versus control, you need to take out the cards like Nibiru, and this card you can side in going first and second. It can negate Gizmic, Yuka's effect, especially on from deck as well, which like helps more than what the other hand traps are doing going first, as there's 9 hand traps in the main deck. Droll, because it's like the next best hand trap for versus Dragon Link. Like I would have played free if I wanted to. I would have played free if I didn't want the Lancia, and I didn't want to play more hand traps in the main deck. And this is just for control. I didn't think I needed any more cards for control. These are just the best free 2 cards, and then they come in. Pancratops is just a very good card going second, and then there should be a third no material. Yeah, and then 3 no material. Like it was just another hand trap. It was like good. This card's good against Infernobles as well. Like Infernobel, you can gnome the Isolde. And it was like I didn't want to play it in Perm. I didn't want to play Vela. I just wanted a very high impact card. Yeah, that's the deck.
Following from that, Marcus, how was the remote duel event as a whole?
Um, it was nice. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in a while, and it was just nice shuffling up cards, drawing cards, playing cards. You don't really get the same experience online, and yeah, like I felt like communication was fine. Me being able to see my opponent's field was fine. Yeah, it was just a very enjoyable experience.
I'm going to assume both your opponents were kind individuals and you could communicate easily.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's okay then. So leading up to the event, how did you find that? Like, how did you find getting the cards, preparing for it, learning your deck, and everything?
So I found out about the event like before the ban list. So that was like Rock, Eld Synchro, Dragon Link, and I didn't have much time. I just didn't have much time to learn all the decks, so I just kind of waited until there was a ban list, and then the ban list came, and luckily like Rocks and Eld Synchro were both banned, and the only deck I had like dabbled with was Dragon Link. So from that point, I was like, I might as well just play Dragon Link and see how it goes. Yeah, I just didn't have much time to play Yu-Gi-Oh, as there weren't many events. But I was comfortable enough with Dragon Link to play at a decent level.
Did you find that, like, because you hadn't played Yu-Gi-Oh in so long, it was a bit hard just like to get back into the swing of it, I guess?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I probably might have made different reads or different plays if I played more with the deck or if I played more during the format. I think the way the format is, like, you could put in a lot of time. You can know the deck perfectly, but you might not still. There's like a lot of variance. There's a lot of the combos are a bit too strong. Like, there's not many turns to play,
Yeah.
and yeah, I don't think you get as rewarded for putting in so much time into playing or deck building.
Well, yeah, it's an awkward format because you might just lose to your opponent opening like what 3 hand traps and a 1 card full combo and an extender, or like you just might brick or something. So
Yeah, it's literally that. Like you
yeah,
can, like your deck could be worse and still lose your deck. Yeah, that's
yeah,
pretty,
there's
just
so much
pretty much it.
variance in it.
The same
Uh,
thing that you could win like yeah, it's just a weird format.
Very weird format.
Like probably just like Christian Hulk and then Link Cross are just like insane. It's the
Yeah,
same cards. I'll say that's the difference.
that's the difference. So after the event's concluded, you've had like 24 hours to think about it. What are your like main positives like following on from the event even?
In positives.
So
It's like, they were just able to showcase a stream game between like matches in real life. I would say, uh, yeah, I feel like watching the stream might have been nice. Getting to see Monarchs and Lithium do well, that was
yeah,
probably enjoyable to
that was the
watch.
highlight of my weekend. Sorry,
And
bro, but
uh, yeah, I don't know. I was just happy getting to like shuffle up real cards and playing real cards.
do you have
Uh,
any like improvements they could do for the next one? Or
like I know people are saying that it should be like Swiss rounds, but I was fairly happy with it being single elimination.
yeah,
Um, yeah, like I was pretty happy. Like every match was recorded. Like I would hate to play. Um, I would hate to have played remote duel and I had to have done it in Swiss. And if there were any technical issues, it might be more difficult to solve. As like I wouldn't have all the attention. Like my games wouldn't have all the attention. At least this way, if there were any problems, they would be resolved.
yeah,
Um, so I was happy with the tournament format. Negatives is probably just like the format of like the meta decks that
yeah,
you have a choice to play. Like you can either play dragons. They're probably the best going first deck, but the mirror is a bit weird. Like if I open hand traps, they don't open hand traps. Same like if I make Buster Lock,
yeah.
like sure, like yeah, and like you could either play Dinos and go second, but then again, even
You might just
yeah,
lose
it just
still. Like,
might just lose.
yeah. No, it's again, yeah, as we said earlier, it's a very weird format, so it means like having to put like so much pressure on one single event when there haven't been any in so long, it's difficult, I guess.
Yeah,
Um,
especially when there's no events, like you don't really get rewarded for like knowing the meta like 100%
yeah, exactly.
correctly.
Like you've got
Like
no,
know it, then boom, ban. I feel bad for the rock players, like last format, because
well, you've got very little reason to like know about the format and stuff if it just doesn't exist, right?
yeah,
So
like so it's hard that you like saying negative is you wouldn't have seen every player at their best because
yeah,
the
definitely.
players wouldn't have just put in it's just not for it's not worth them to put in like the maximum amount of time, like if they were preparing for YCS.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I guess that's why Lithium played Monarchs, even though he always plays Monarchs. But like, yeah. Um, so would you do it again? Would you play
Yeah,
the
one
event
hundred
again?
percent. Like it was just fun. Like I think I would play. I don't own the full Dragon Link deck, but if someone went to play Remote Duel and I had like an old format, for example, Go or like another old format, and they wanted to play Remote Duel, I would do it again. I just enjoy shuffling up cards, shuffling decks, playing cards. It's just a different game.
No, I understand it. If I had the setup, I'd be more tempted to do so. But
Yeah, the setup I think was a bit tricky. It was
yeah,
definitely
definitely,
tricky.
definitely. I've seen pictures of some of the setups from the weekend. It was pretty funny. But yeah, do you have any like final comments before we end it?
Not really. Just shout out to all the people that let me cards. Gabriel let me most of the deck. Leon's got me some cards. Michael got me some cards. Sam got me some cards. Hey, yeah, if I ever needed anything, he would get me some cards.
Always.
And shout out the Disciple, shout out the Brotherhood, and that's pretty much it. And shout out Konami for organizing the event and inviting me. It was a privilege.
It's a privilege. And you got the nice mat and everything. But yeah,
Yeah.
guys, that's about it. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it,